here we are, episode 5 of Ordinary Other Selected Files. Today, we got aspiring comedian James Wade, man. How you doing today, man?
I'm happy to be here, man. Wanted to be on something like this for quite some time, and you came at the right time. And I say, I hope I get an opportunity with you. So thankful to
No,
be here.
anytime, man. That's what we're up about, just seeking out talent, entrepreneurs, artists, and, we see the grind that they put in and we respect it and we want a platform that we could put them on. So thank you for coming, and we want to take it back. I want my viewers to get a chance to know you. So can you tell me where you grew up from?
I grew up in the Liberty City area, not too far from Hill G. It's maybe 15 minutes away. Edison Projects, Lincoln Field, just a bubble, not too far. No more than maybe 10 miles out, 15 miles out wide, all those locations in one. So it's the normal stuff you hear, whatever, the type of things that go on. It's a little bit of everywhere, but it was good that, moms thought of, us and what we wanted to do and what she wanted to do with us. So she grind and got us up out of there and took care of three, little guys. And she did a lot of stuff on her own. So I had to look back on like, damn, moms did this, moms did that. You look like, you feel like, damn, why I'm here or is I'm a burden on stuff. I'm that type of person to see if I'm putting too much on you. So I look back at that, G, and I look back at that, and I just go ahead and run and feed off that. And I took my time out around the age of 29. I'll be 34 this year, October 3rd. And I can say that's when I started getting my gems, my knowledge, like what I call the third eye. And I started realizing like things all type of ways and your purpose of here, whatever your income is, whatever your skin color is. I done had peer Haitian best friends at the age of 8 and 9. So I kind of grew up with a little bit of everybody. So I started looking at that, and that crafted me more into comedy and my way of finding comedy. I was just brainstorming one day, G. I was looking at IG, seeing a local comedian out of Miami, and I was like, damn, that's funny. That's funny. I was like, and something just said in my head, you funny. And I just did it. I started looking up open mics.
And what year was this?
This was like 2018.
Oh, wow. That's only 3 years ago.
And it's a journey behind that too, G. I just was brainstorming one day and I just seen it, and that was around the time I started chiefing too as well. So that chief took me somewhere. He took me somewhere. So I was just chilling one day and it came across a local comedian, man, and I got into it. And I just started looking up open mics, started finding out, what skits was and stuff like that. Started finding out how much time you get on an open mic, which is 5 minutes. And I kept saying, I could do 5 minutes. I killed that. I could do 5 minutes. And when I did got them 5 minutes, it ain't what I thought it was.
So how long did it take you to say, all right, I want to start doing comedy to I'm booking my first open mic? How long was that process? Did you say, oh, I want to do comedy, and right away say, okay, I'm going to go here for open mic, or did it take some time?
It took time because I jumped in the game by myself, and I didn't know if you was out in the hunt for a career, a earning, a job. Stand-up comedy is a job. I see it as a job. So you trying to get a job, you trying to get booked, and it'd be tough for you to help me out sometimes. Because whatever you done went through with other comedians, or you done had 3-4 comedians done some shady, but you haven't met me yet. So that I learned that. And I actually had a comedian look over at my jokes. He been in the game longer than me. What you doing? You been doing this a long time. What you looking at me for? I'm the rookie. So I'm like, damn, you got something. I always kept in mind, like, you got something. And it drawed me to do it. My first mic was at the Miami Improv in Palm Beach. I took 13 family members. I got 5 minutes. So even if I brought 30 family members, you still get 5 minutes. So I started, like, trying to learn more about what the 5 minutes in between it was, going to do. 5 minutes is a long time. 5 minutes became a long time to me. So I started to respect it. And I see people out there doing 30 minutes now, an hour, 30 minutes, an hour. And when I see them achieve that, it do something to me. Like, that's a goal
You
for
get
me.
that spark in you, huh?
Man, listen, I ain't nothing you could take from me. Ain't nothing I could take from you. That's how I feel. Whatever I give you and I see and it's there for you, that's for you. I just seen it. I can't do nothing with it. I see that's all you.
So we know that you off rip knew that was for you, as you just said.
Original. I grew up watching
So that's what my next question actually is. Who is your inspiration?
Eddie Griffin. And then I started to learn a lot others, but my main, I'm gonna focus on Eddie Griffin.
That's interesting you say that because he there's a lot of levels to this comedy thing because I love comedy too. People know me as I love music, but as much as I love music, I love comedy too. That's been in my life forever. My mom, I grew up with her on the weekends. She always saying, "All right, I'm going with my friends to the comedy club." Always going to the comedy club, comedy club. I'm like, man, what goes on in the comedy club that's so important. But like I was saying, there's a lot of tiers to this comedy world. And Eddie Griffin, he's just a legend. He got his own wave. So that's
I,
crazy that you say that.
I actually got the chance to see him October 3rd on my birthday.
Oh wow.
33 years old. And when I seen his show, because I'm always trying to keep up what I need to do. And I seen his show popped up in my email, and I was like, oh, I gotta go. I called up my childhood friend, AP. You want to go to Eddie Griffin? Hell yeah! So that's my boy. We ended up going. He brought his wife, and I ended up seeing Eddie Griffin on my birthday, and it's different from when you see him on that TV. It was crazy. It was different, G. But yeah, Eddie Griffin, and I try not to seem to look like Eddie. But man, I can sit there and look at his jokes and ride with it. I know how to like change it up. It blows my mind. But Eddie's my guy. I love Eddie Griffin. I
Man.
love him.
So how important is the confidence when you're doing that 5 minutes? Because like you said also a couple minutes ago, you said it's very important. Like no matter how much people you bring, it's always 5 minutes. But how important is it to grab those people's attention in those 5 minutes? And how quick do you have to do it? Do you start it off like I grab their attention right now, or does it gradually? You like to gradually like
with me when I walk on that stage, and I'm at a level higher than you, and I can see over that room, G. I just go. Even if I thought that joke I written down is gonna be the one, it ain't the one yet, or it may not be the one. I just freestyle it. But I'm crafting myself today, right now, to be a storyteller, to be a good storyteller. It's not lies, it's stories. People need to laugh. We need to open up, man. We gotta get that breath again.
So does the stand up and the sketch, does that go hand in hand, or is that two completely different waves?
Doing the videos and stand up. I like the videos because I got time to actually think of a good joke. I got time to look around the room, look at the other artists, the other actors, and I got time to see if I can rewrite that joke that's in the strip, or hey, John, can I freestyle? When you gonna freestyle, James? On my part, when Susie comes in and asks me who drunk the orange juice. It's like I don't know. It's a gift, G. But I always grew up watching Fred Sanford, Good Times, all that, man. I watch a lot of stuff in the past, but I never knew I end up doing stand up comedy.
Yeah, man. It's always a great feeling when you go pursue your dreams. Like that. How do you keep motivated? Like, how do you say every day you wake up and be like, yeah, I'm a stand up comedian? How does what is it that keeps that drive going?
I'm glad you said that. I didn't start labeling myself as a comedian. I really tweak myself. I really put lessons and discipline myself inside discipline. And I tell myself, like, you gonna go do that mic, what it means to you. Ain't no worry, don't worry about what's in the crowd. Can you tell a joke? And something to pop up in my head. Yes, I can. Can you tell a story? Yes, I can. And I just do it, G. But it took some time, man. It took some time. My daughter was a big inspiration on it. Big everything. She was my whole entire through her. Then comedy. I found comedy through her. She took me down a path of learning what a parent was, going from a boyfriend to a parent. Also, I'm a big brother, and I started looking at what I have, and I was all in straight just parent mode, just everything. I used to go to the mics and get back to my daughter, FaceTime when it ain't my time to get on stage, and even if it was rough times or good times, but I had to learn today, like, you here today for a reason. He took you. He ain't took you through nothing. He guided you through a lot, and you listen. But that's what I get nowadays a lot. I get yeses and nos in my head that tell me what makes you are you a stand up comedian? I had to judge. I judged myself. I had to. Are you a stand up comedian? What's taking so long? People think you a front. Nah, ain't no front. I went through my life, but I'm here, man. I'm here.
And it sounds like fatherhood plays a really big role in your stand-up routine. Does
Yeah.
it?
I'm not gonna always try to put her in something, but it's like she can't be missed.
Well, she
And
motivates you, right?
and on God, he wants me to deliver good messages through my comedy. It's kind of like preaching.
Man, that's great, man. So
It's
what I
it's
also
real.
noticed is that you're a family man.
Oh
Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
seem
yeah,
like
yeah.
I followed you on Instagram, and I always see you post these stories with these messages, positive messages too.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
that's why I think it's so unique because we can be real. A lot of comedians sometimes are not the most peopleest person
Oh, I wouldn't
in the
know.
world.
Like this,
Because
I
I
wouldn't
tune
know.
into a lot of comedians, and sometimes you can just tell, like, yeah, they're funny as a comedian, but like they're probably like really awkward or really rude in person. But
Um, nah, I'm open. G. I learned to just read off rip, read the spirit, read the movement.
so how does so how does family and being so positive? How does that? Has that always been a part of your life,
Oh
or
yeah, this started before I said I want to be a comedian. This started before I created a Facebook, a IG. This started before all that stuff, MySpace. I always been in my household. I always been that child. Before my mom got home, I'll go get ketchup running down my nose like I done slipped and snapped my neck or something. Leave the refrigerator open and leave the back door open. Leave like somebody done robbed the house. Like I always was a jokester, a prankster, and I look back at that like he was already starting up. Nah, let's change it to something else.
so? So back to when you said you were, you would judge yourself, telling yourself, "Am I a stand-up comedian?" Yeses and nos, right?
Yeah.
What was the moment that made you realize, like, oh wow, I'm a stand-up comedian. I don't care what nobody says. Have you had that moment yet?
Um, the care what nobody says, you can't pay attention to that. You're gonna corrupt yourself. I base my energy off, close friends. Keeping your word, keeping your say so's and your dues and stuff like that. So I live off that. If I say I'm gonna see you at 2:30, you need me to help you move that couch, that refrigerator. I'm gonna be there at 2:30. I'm gonna look days ahead before you let me know. I'm that type of person. Let me know days ahead what we doing. Can't hit me tomorrow.
Exactly.
Hey, give me some time. Give me some between. I'm gonna make time for you.
Yeah, this is why we had this planned out. Like, I'll say we had some good time management on planning
Man, I
this. It
was
was like
turning in
4 weeks.
the night. I was ready for it. I was turning in the night, boy. I couldn't sleep, man. I was like, I can't wait. Can we fast forward these days? Like,
No, man,
I
me
couldn't
too.
wait.
So, have you ever thought, like, have a dream place that you want to perform at, or maybe a bill you would like to be a part of? If you had to perform with 4 comedians, you being the fifth, who would it be?
Um, I like Eddie Jones out in Atlanta. He used to be a local Miami comedian. Um, Rob Smiles. He's out in Orlando. Um, Detroit. He lives in Detroit. I call him Detroit. And Shea Butter. She's from Miami. And I'm the fifth.
Yeah,
James
exactly.
Wade.
Man, that's what's you definitely need a lineup like that soon. What about dream location? Is there a dream stage that you need to touch, like the Apollo or something like that?
For me, what I learned to love about it, and I'm respecting it. Wherever I go, look what you're doing, how you got here. Respect it. Come do what you come to do, and me, what I call my Kool-Aid, me just getting crafty with these jokes, like, and the place I would love to perform, Uptown Comedy Corner, Atlanta.
Oh, really? I haven't been there.
Never been to Atlanta. I want to.
Oh, really?
This stage is like you're gonna have to put some concrete on this stage. That's the only one right now. That's the only one. That's the biggest one. This is the only one, and I'm gonna rock it for you.
Man, that's a big
part
dream.
of it. I'm gonna rock it for you.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely be there, man. You definitely catch me over there.
Yes.
So I got another question for you, because I know that trying to make people laugh, that can be a really tough job, bro. So what keeps your head clear? What keeps your head clear?
What you just said, you're trying to make everybody laugh. 1 minute I'm laughing, next minute I'm chuckling, 5 minutes I'm stomping. It's a wave to it. So I ain't worrying about you not laughing or whatever. I believe within an hour or 30 minutes, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. There's something I play with my daughter.
So it's like a timing thing. It's like, okay, you know what? It's a patience thing, huh? So you have to have patience, I guess, too.
With me, everything is just live. I try to keep that in your head. Live. You live. When you get up there, it's either you wrote it or you going live. Like us right now. Live. So that's what I live on. I don't know, bro. I'm very creative with it. And I like to help other comedians too, G. I got all these gifts going on. I'm going to the grave with them for what? I'm for to spread these gems, keep them laughing. Somebody else gonna learn from us. Who you think you learn from? Think about the ones that open the doors for us. I ain't like that, but I gotta be careful who I meet. Gotta be careful who you open them arms to. And I ain't too strong with this. I gotta know you. I gotta know something about you, of you, and more. Or you'll catch me doing this. What's up?
Man, that's you got a lot going on for you, man.
Trying.
Now, have you ever been wanting to be in movies?
Oh yeah.
Do you look up to actors? Like, who's your favorite actor?
Since I'm into all around movies, you feel me? Action, comedy, horror, thriller. I can't nail it, G, but I love movies.
Mm-hmm.
I've been stuck on a Shy TV show.
Great show.
It's a wild TV show. It's a lot of preaching and so in that. The episode that tripped me out. The guy that shot the dude in the stomach. He said, "It's my son, Chain." You see how his life went from prison, getting released. He still was getting bashed, but he got a second chance in life. But others didn't like it. Seeing the dude end him at the end. Some people ain't gonna respect your change of life. You probably really got forgiven, or he believes you, and you walking your path. Remember I was saying something about walking your path, walking your journey, living what you're saying. I'm gonna see you at 2:30. I ain't doing nothing else outside of that. So yeah, that TV show taught me a lot, G. Taught me a whole lot. The part with the guy with the three different kids' moms.
Yeah.
Everywhere, dropping dick everywhere. So I learned a lot about him. I was like, it's his feelings. He has a lot of feelings going on, so he spread his feelings through his penis. So I'm a brainstormer, G. I ain't gonna take it down, but yeah, Shy was a good TV show. But I ain't got no favorite actors right now. But I like when Samuel turn up.
True.
Not that crazy stuff. I think that might be Samuel when he do all that crazy shit. That neighbor that want to throw the bushes back over your yard. That
No.
looked like a little Samuel,
Yeah,
but I don't want to mess with him.
that's definitely the cool thing about that show is the character development. I think is wild
Man,
from the first season until up till now.
it's a lot. It's a lot of.
But yeah, since we're in the film world, what I wanted to ask is the game different between shooting skits and doing stand up? Like, is there a you think there's a difference in it? Because sometimes you see that some old comedians would like kind of have beef with the up and coming skits, which is the social media comedians. What's your take on that?
I seen a recent local comedian. He got a nice name. He been out for a while. I seen him go live, and he ended up saying, those internet comedians, they got it good in a way. Like they see them getting it faster, the followers and all that. And I actually seen that, and I was like, damn, for him to feel that way, but for me to be looking at you on the other side of that phone, you open doors. What you whining for? You did your thing. That's their time. That's your time. It's my time. It's his time. Damn, you can't get on the wave too? You so grouchy. Won't you grab a board?
No, yeah,
So
definitely.
I seen that.
feel
I
the
was
same
like,
way, bro.
damn, he ain't gotta be like that. He don't know if he really opens up, he can create a whole nother world. But he wants to be in that shell and do his own thing. Oh well.
Yeah, man. So, how many do you have any people that shoot sketches that you like look up to,
Um,
like Haha Davis or Watts Homie Quan?
only it's only one. It's only one that I look up to. Country Wayne.
Country Wayne.
He's
Man,
the only one.
that's the GOAT for real.
I learned to respect him. He's the GOAT
He
of
is
Atlanta.
for sure. And if you look at how he posts and at how he posts early, he always posts 8:39. Always has it right with like. I think he knows what he's doing for sure.
GOAT
He's a
of
genius.
Atlanta. Yes, I learned to respect him. I seen how he came through, and just to see the whole network he has. He always working with someone else, and I tried that multiple times. It's tough. The first thing they hit you with, who is you? They see you with them little 119 followers, and who is you? You come with a whole lot. Them followers ain't nothing, So I done had that before. I tried to get someone to do some skits with, and she hit me with that. Who is you? I'm like, girl, I'm somebody. Girl, I'm somebody. You tripping? So I had to learn. I was like, man, they really live off this followers thing. Like, get with the flow.
So how many sketches have you shot so far?
I only shot.
Do you
maybe,
do that more than the stand up since it's more accessible, or actually what's more accessible?
Right now, stand up is not on hold. For me, it's finding a place to be. Does it make sense? I'm tired of doing stuff that don't make sense, but I'm just using the mic as just crafting, man. Go out and do it, even if that ain't the place you may not want to be tonight. So I respect it, I love it, thankful of it. Go do it. That's how I treat it. But skits, I haven't been into heavy skits, and I had to learn how to do stuff by myself. I built myself from the beginning doing stuff in groups. Oh, let me go get so and so. Let me go get Miami Got Jokes. Let me go get Rob Smiles. I actually wrote a skit, pretty dope. Me, Rob Smiles, and a few friends that I grew up with. I was gonna rent a Airbnb in Orlando, or bring Rob Smiles down here. It's cheaper. Put Rob Smiles on a bus or whatever. I'm just calling it. Yeah, put whatever. Pay his gas. This that. Treat him. It's business. So I was gonna get an Airbnb, bring Rob Smiles down, and it was gonna be like a cookout family reunion type thing. It was gonna be something like that. But Rob Smiles was gonna be the burglar. He was gonna catch us while we sleep. He digging in your bag while we sleep. he done filled up the minivan. So that morning we're gonna be leaving, and Rob Smiles gonna be walking, and he got on your jacket, my shoes, his pants, and we looking like. So I thought of that like almost 2.5 years ago, 300 years ago.
Man, so I didn't know that you do the writing too. So how
It's
does that come to
fun.
effect to you? How do you?
My.
What's your process?
The whole mindset is to put you in position. Make sure it fits you. You happy with it. you could be stuck and you end up seeing like, damn, what James just gave me is hilarious. Yeah, throw that part in what you got too. Let me see if I can mix your sauce with my sauce. And it's just help, man. That's being helped is thankful. To have help, to be helped is thankful. So that's how I really look at it, G, because it's real. It's real to know something and to be actually you know, just thought of and more, G. So that's James. That's James.
Man, that's crazy, man. So you crazy, motivated, aspiring comedian,
Yeah.
are in sketches. Is there any future projects you got coming up, bro?
I'm getting into something more and more of, solo, one on one. I got a partner in crime. She's real good. I got a partner in crime. I'm gonna let y'all know who she is, but I'm gonna let her hit y'all with the one too. She's very good.
Was it the girl that you shot the skit with about when your
Uh,
sister takes?
yeah, yeah. D. I call
That
her
was
D.
Actually a very funny skit. I
It's
saw
it
that.
it, it
That was
was a
pretty funny.
start. It was a start to something. I had fun with it. I ain't want to stop filming, but we work. Down here in Miami, we work, and then we got to put the camera to the side. So it was fun, and I plan on doing more. We got something coming up. A cleaning company type skit. Come clean, uniforms ready. We just waiting on a few more things to get done, and we're gonna start shooting and run that. Something to do for the summer. It's an indoor project down here in Miami. It rains.
Oh yeah.
We in rainy season, hurricane season, so we shooting while the hurricane coming. We indoors. Lights
Yeah, that's what I
flickering.
need, man. Because I've been trying to
Listen,
shoot a music video for about 4 weeks now, and it's just that weather, man.
see,
Crazy.
I had to adapt. This is seasons ago. I call years seasons. I don't say years no more. Seasons ago, 2-3 seasons ago, I started learning like, damn, the rain used to piss me off. It's raining heavy. I want to go out and do something. And when I started learning, when the sun out, what you need to be doing when the sun is out. But I'm talking about my life right now. I'm talking about my steps of life. Sometimes I always gotta let people know I can't always talk about the next person life, but I could tell you about me. I can give you my guarantees and my steps. So I had to learn what the rain do to me. So I got creative, come up with an endo project. Come clean, a cleaning company. It could be storming out there. We still could shoot. We could run in real quick, dry off, whatever, or wait till it slows down. Get indoor. It's an indoor skit type thing. And I was just running with the brother and sister thing throughout it. I only want to work with her right now. She's real cool, man. It feels like brother
Like
and
natural, bro.
sister. I talked to her throughout times.
How did you meet her?
I went and did that open mic on my page at the Miami Improv, and I'm glad you spoke about that. I know we was gonna get to it anyway. G, it's all magic right now. I ended up going to doing the improv, and I had a good friend that I had just met. Man, I known him no more than maybe 7-8 months. Channing Lewis. We met at a bowling game. You bring him, I bring my other crew, and he's a good guy. And we end up staying in circle, and he became one of those guys. And he came and supported me. He was my only support. And come to find out, around these times of the season, weather, Miami do not come out like that. When it's wet out there nasty, we ain't wetting up our new kicks. We ain't mugging up our car. It's seasons. I had to learn the seasons. Gee, I'm really looking into what's going on. I'm here. I'm Miami. I'm all based in Miami, but I know it's time to step out. So Channing came. I wasn't confident to do those 5 minutes because I was looking at the crowd. The crowd wasn't really for me. That was her crowd. She had graduated through comedy, doing 6-week course. They teach you so many things. I thought about doing it one day, but it's all right. I'm in class now. So I did my 5 minutes when I got off stage. She was like the first one to greet me. She was like, "Oh my God, that was so nice. Like you looked it so comfortable." And I was like, "Man, thank you. I still feel comfortable. It don't turn off. When I walk off that stage, it doesn't turn off. But
Because that's a part of you.
yeah, and I
That's,
also learned how to balance it with my relationship with my brothers. I don't overplay. I don't do stuff just to do it. Everything be natural. Everything be natural. But I learned that, G. I learned not to take it home, and some people could be an ass. I learned how to do that, G. So yeah, it didn't turn off. I had people walking up to me I never met that wasn't there for me. They was there for him. Oh my God, I know what you meant by that joke. It was so funny. Oh my God, man. And I was sitting outside the theater was closing like within 15 minutes. I sat outside, talked to my mom, and this guy walked up to me. He was like, James Wade, keep going, man. Don't stop. Keep going. That was funny. I don't know where this man came from. But to feel that,
energy,
yes.
man. So,
Yes.
and we learned a lot about you today, man. Comedy, writer, sketches. You know, thank you so much for coming on the Ordinary Other
Yes.
Selected Files,
Yes.
man. We really
Yes.
appreciate you. Can you please tell the camera your handles, your IG, where they can find you at?
You guys can find me at James World Willie. That's it. That's my names for now, man. I plan on switching up in the future, but right now I'm focused on the real. All the other stuff can be done, but James Willie Wade.
All right, and I'm Derek X301. As you guys know, that was episode 5 of Ordinary Other Selected Files. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap.